Hello everyone, I'm Sean and you're watching Salt, my YouTube channel all about sports and interesting topics. Today we're going to take you traveling on a visit to the ancient city of Aphrodisia in Turkey.
Una inquietante mirada de amor porteño, cálida y cruel. No puedo creer que pasó. El misterio sensual de tu risa canyengue se apagó.
Aphrodisias is obviously dedicated to the goddess of beauty Aphrodite, and was well established as a temple dedicated to her ever since the 6th century before Christ. And later on, Emperor Augustus in the 1st century before Christ took it under his personal protection. Since then it developed, and it's never really declined. It's always been a small, rural but prosperous city. It was well known for its marble sculptures, and its stadium is the best preserved of all ancient stadiums. This is the Tetrapylon, the entrance leading to the temple of Aphrodite.
Brindo por esa ilusión de amor porteño, loco puñal, dulce fatal.
The inner facade is supposed to be even richer in decor than the outer facade. There are so many remains just lying around everywhere, it's quite incredible. This is what's left of Aphrodite's temple. After that, the temple was converted into a church in the year 500 after Christ, and after the Seljuk conquest in 1200, which presumably dismantled the church. Behind me there is a private home, and this is a larger than average house with a living space that was decorated and was used for formal dinners and to receive guests. The private homes have not yet been excavated, but there's been surveys that allow to discover their traces.
Nostalgia de un tiempo, pedazo de nosotros dos. Y yo que pensaba que no me importaba.
We just went full circle, and this stadium is really impressive. It's huge, it's enormous, and we have never really seen a stadium so well preserved. When I say we, I mean this large group of Italians who also never saw such a well preserved stadium, and we live in a place where we have many archaeological remains. This is the so-called Bishop's Palace because after it was built in Roman times, it was presumably used by the Christian bishop of the city. These are the public baths which were dedicated to Emperor Adriano. This was the public agora with a pool actually measuring 170 meters. You can see it's enormous, and it used to be flanked with date palms. This would have been the governor's seat. This is the Sebasteon, and it's a temple dedicated to the cult and adoration or worship of the early Roman emperors. They're trying to frame it as suicide, but I've got my doubts. These are the sponsors of some of the restorations. These are Anchises and Aphrodite, who gave birth to the Trojan hero Aeneas. This was Aphrodisias' blue horse. Aphrodite crowning an Amazon warrior. This is Claudio conquering Britain. Nero and Agrippina. The birth of Aphrodite. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel. Thanks, see you next time, guys.